working for you. NBC Montana News at 5 starts right now.
Here's a live look over Missoula. New reaction after we told you first on social. Missoula health officials lifted the county's mask mandate. The health department announced the news this morning after the county met the benchmarks put in place by the Board of Health last month. NBC Montana's Maritza Giorgio tells us what you need to know.
The Missoula City County Health Board put thresholds in place last month to remove the county mask mandate if we reach certain vaccination goals. And as of Monday morning, we hit that mark. 60% of the eligible population received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. The weekly average case number per capita is also in play here. We have to stay below 25 per 100,000 people. Right now, we're at 6, a huge drop from where we were back in November when we peaked at 85. Missoula City County Health Officer Ellen Leahy made a point to thank all vaccination partners in the community, including those of you who have received the shot.
All the people that have gone in and gotten those doses has put Missoula where we're at, and we're in a good spot. We're really in a good spot. We're not done yet, though. So we're looking forward to getting those 12 to 15-year-olds, get that approval, and on down through the ages before school starts.
There are still some measures in place for long-term care facilities, but no countywide mandates. Still, Leahy says we're still in a pandemic, and we have not been without COVID-19 hospitalizations yet. And with the news we broke this weekend that health officials detected more variants in the state, Leahy encourages people to get the vaccine as soon as you can. She says it not only helps stop the creation of new variants, but it offers you protection and freedom. If you've been vaccinated and listed as a close contact to COVID-19, that means no quarantine period for you. Reporting in Missoula, Maritza Giorgio, NBC Montana.
Missoula County is in second place in the state for the percentage of eligible people with at least one dose. Glacier County is leading the way with more than 63%. A quick check now of COVID cases in Montana. Just 12 new cases reported today. Since the pandemic started, almost 1,600 people died in Montana. 71 people are hospitalized right now. Close to 351,200 Montanans are vaccinated. Happening tonight, the Kalispell City Council will decide whether to sign off on a proposed budget for the 2021 fiscal year. Council members and city staff will be looking over the preliminary budget of almost $104 million. That's $20 million more than last year. The city manager's report indicates expenditures are larger than revenue, but he adds most are one-time only costs. Documents indicate the city has more money this year than anticipated. Staff will review the proposed budget beginning tonight and Tuesday this week. To view the budget document or join the meetings virtually, visit our website at nbcmontana.com. We'll find out tomorrow how Missoula leaders feel the city's 10-year plan to end homelessness paid off. The city launched it in 2012. Advocates plan to outline highlights from last year that includes what's called the Coordinated Entry System. The program streamlines access to housing resources and includes over 38 agencies. We've got directions at nbcmontana.com so you can listen to. Plus, head there to read what organizers hope to accomplish when they first launched this program. And we've taken a hard look at Missoula's homeless issues, including the North Reserve Street Camp. You can watch the docuseries on our YouTube page. Just search for NBC Montana there, and then you can hear from residents, nearby property owners, city and county officials. Well, Mother's Day snowfall for some across the Treasure State. Here's a lot of snow. This is a fresh blanket of snow sent to us by Vicki Hilliard. Thanks, Vicki, for chiming in this photo. And you can, if you see weather happening in your area, just send us your photos and videos at nbcmontana.com/chime-in. And today, a different story. Look at the sunshine and blue skies. Beautiful spring-like conditions. Spring-like, it is spring. A live look over Bozeman here. And to find out if this nice weather will stick around for a while, we go live to Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster.
You know, the weather's going to get better as we move through the week ahead. Big ridge of high pressure is going to set up by the middle of the work week. A lot of sunshine and a big warm up expected as we head into your Wednesday and Thursday. Right now, temperatures kind of cool for you in the mining city. You're hanging out at 45, 52 in Bozeman, 61 in Missoula, 56 currently in Kalispell. Radar's not overly impressive impressive, but around southwest Montana, around Butte, and even down towards Dillon, you've had a couple of drops of rain, even a few flurries passing throughout the day today. And we do have some thunderstorms that are tracking just north of Idaho Falls. But as we continue into the evening hours, really not expecting much, just a few scattered showers as we head through the late evening hours. For Missoula, we've got some darker clouds out there. Overall, though, looking pretty good. 61 degrees right now. We'll drop to 49 as we head into that 10 o'clock hour. Pretty similar forecast for you in Bozeman. Temperatures dropping into the 40s by 10 p.m. We'll be close to freezing tonight, and then we're tracking warmer weather. I'll tell you how warm it's going to get and how long it'll last coming up.
All right, thanks, Brooke. Stay ahead of the changing conditions out there by downloading the NBC Montana weather app. It's always free in your Apple or Android app stores, and then the Severe Weather Alert team can keep you updated. A heads up for drivers in Kalispell. West Center Street from 7th Avenue to 8th Avenue West will be closed until Thursday for water maintenance. Work is expected to be completed by the end of the day on Thursday. A detour will be in place. And new at 5 tonight, authorities released the identity of the barricaded suspect in Corvallis found dead in his home last week. They say it appears 35-year-old Matthew Robert Long died of a suicide. The Granite County Sheriff's Office and Hamilton Police Department are investigating the death. After 36 years, the Missoula County Sheriff's Office identified the remains previously known as Christy Crystal Creek. They belong to Janet Lee Lucas, a 23-year-old woman from Spokane. A bear hunter found her in 1985 near Crystal Creek. Experts say she died from a gunshot wound. For decades, agencies nationwide kept Janet's information up to date with hopes of one day identifying her.
It was truly a team effort that required assistance and cooperation of a number of agencies, and the whole purpose is to bring closure to the family. And now we turn to looking to try to find, who's responsible.
The Missoula County Sheriff's Office tells us this is now a cold case homicide investigation. First, they're working to return Janet's remains to her family. They say Janet has a child and now 4 grandchildren. We have a statement from her family on our website, NBCMontana.com. A nonprofit group is building a $2.5 million slaughterhouse outside Livingston. Workers will process cattle donated for food banks. Ranchers who donate also can use the producer partnership plant for their own retail sales. It will process 300 animals a month by next year. The partnership formed last year during the pandemic. Ranchers donated 80,000 pounds of hamburgers so far. Forest Service officials will continue to allow some camping this summer on National Forest lands near a bridge in northwest Montana. Camping will be allowed here southwest of Blankenship Bridge. The Flathead National Forest wants to remind you to recreate responsibly while camping on forest land this summer. The boat ramp and parking areas managed by the county will remain day use there. Ranger districts observed large numbers of campers in the area last year and listened to concerns from the public about it. Forest officials didn't observe levels of permanent resource damage from the camping that would warrant emergency action such as closing it to camping at this time. Officials say the contacts that they made last season throughout the site generally reflected a positive experience from users. This summer, officials will provide portable toilets, maintain signs, and patrol the area for damage and compliance. Today, Lost Creek State Park and Campground open for the season. The park is about 12 miles north of Anaconda. It has gray limestone cliffs with pink and white granite formations. It's really cool, 1,200 feet long on those formations. Lost Creek Falls cascades over a 50-foot drop. At the park, you can hike, bike, and even see lots of wildlife. Park rangers will be checking for flooding across the park road as snowpack melts.
President Biden giving an update on the economy after a disappointing jobs report. I'm Altrell Nishar in Washington with how the White House and some governors are trying to turn things around.
Plus, if you're in the market to buy gear for your summer outdoor adventures, you better hurry, and we'll explain. Now you can